Okay, good morning, good morning. So I get some alone time right now, and I want to tell you about the story of Archie Williams. This is my time each morning where I do my daily reflections, my daily devotions, and I get my daily direction. And it's just me and the little man awake. But I want you to understand this story about Archie Williams. This can be it's a very true story and an inspiration for life in general. Archie Williams, when he was in his early 20s, was convicted of a crime that he never committed. He even had three witnesses that came to the trial and testified that he was not at the crime scene. But the jury, the prosecutors, everyone was bloodthirsty. They wanted someone to pay for the crime that was committed. So unfortunately, this young man did not have money for a good attorney, and he was locked up. He was locked up in Louisiana's, it was considered to be the bloodiest prison in America at this time. And he was sentenced to 2 life sentences without parole. So this man, Archie Williams, had no chance of ever getting out. Like, he was just knew he was in. And the thing is that when he got locked away, this man didn't give up. He didn't give up. And when we're young, like this little guy right here, or my other son that's 6 years old, you can see here he's got a mess of ropes tied to the back banister and the steps right there. When we're young, we're creative, like we're ready just to go and conquer and achieve and explore all these new things. And then we're told, no, you can't do that. It's dangerous. It's not safe. And we're told all these things, and it starts to hold us back. Well, while Archie Williams was in prison, this man didn't give up. He kept pushing forward. He actually said that I went to prison in my body, but in my mind, I never went to prison. And so what he would do while he was in prison is he would sing, he would pray, he would worship, he'd stay positive, having hope. And guess what happened? After 21 years, maybe 22 years, there was a nonprofit that discovered his case, and they figured out the new evidence that proved he wasn't at the crime scene. So after 20 plus years sitting in jail, Archie Williams was a free man again. Imagine that. Now, that's not the end of the story for Archie Williams. Archie Williams, because he kept working on his singing talents, he went and joined the singing group, America's Got Talent, not the group, but the contest, and he ended up winning. You can Google search Archie Williams. Watch that. Like, I've never seen a more humble man after 20 plus years of being wrongfully convicted of a crime that he never committed. Like, can you just imagine? Like, for me, I would have been so bitter. I would have been so mad. I can't imagine what I would have done, but he set an example of what we should be. And then for my son, this one right here, and then my other son who's turned our stair banister with ropes and bands, and he turned it into a ship that he built. Like, it's creative. Like, I walked down the steps this morning and I see this, and at first I can get mad because he used all my exercise bands and my ropes, and now I won't be able to work out this morning unless I can untie his knots. But then I got to step back and say, you know what? I don't want to take that away from him. I don't want to take away his creativity, his freedom, his energy, because those are the things when we're a child that the world tells us we can't have that. We can't achieve that. We can't because of scarcity and because of fear, and because it's kind of like that concept of frogs in a bucket. If one frog tries to jump out, the other frogs will jump up and try to pull him back. And there's truth to that in life. I remember when I started to go down my entrepreneurial path, I had a corporate job at the time, and my parents were saying, well, why would you give up your salary, your 401k, your medical, your dental, like, to go chase an entrepreneurial dream? You're crazy, you're nuts. And they weren't trying to hold me back because they were mad or jealous or anything like that, although that does happen. They were trying to hold me back because they loved me and they were fearful of the unknown. They didn't know what would happen. But I'm here to tell you this. Just like my son building his ship with all of my ropes and exercise bands because he's got this crazy idea in his head that he wants to build something and be creative, we have to keep that. We have to tame that. We have to keep it going. We can't let the world put us out. Archie Williams didn't give up. After 26 years in jail, 20 some years in jail, this man came out with more energy and more fire than anyone I've ever seen. And he went out and he won America's singing contest. I forgot the name. It's with Simon Cowell, when Simon Cowell was on the United States show. But this man came out fired up, ready to achieve, ready to conquer, after 20 some years of being told, no, you can't, no, you can't. We have to keep that same energy. As entrepreneurs, we have to keep that vision. For me, it starts every single morning. I literally get up, I do my daily devotions and my daily directions. I write down all my affirmations, I write down who I am and who I want to be. I have pictures of my inspiration things. I've got pictures of like this little guy on it. I've got pictures of exactly where I want to live. And I push every single day. And that's the one thing, the single one thing that helps keep me on track. Because I know that the rest of the world will try to push me down. The rest of the world will try to hold me back. Not all because of jealousy, but sometimes because of love, sometimes because of fear of the unknown. There will be people that try to hold you back. But us entrepreneurs, we absolutely have to keep ourselves on the right vision, on the right track. We need to be the visionary for not only our own company, but our family. We need to be the leader. We have to. And we have to recharge ourselves somehow, some way. So if you're not doing this now, I highly encourage everyone to get grounded every day with a daily devotion or daily direction. The very first thing in the morning. It's the most important thing that you can do. Mine's it's about a 7-page Google Doc now. I pull it up on my phone, I turn my phone in airplane mode, and I just go through it. It reminds me of who I am, where I'm going, what I need to accomplish, what I need to work on. I hit all those things, and my goals are on it, obviously. And then that way there, I'm able to keep pushing forward regardless of what the world tells me I can and can't do. And it's got to be in the morning. It can't be late at night before you go to bed. You got to be fresh. It's got to be right when you've got the most energy. Did you know that Jeff Bezos, now the richest man in the world, he doesn't take morning appointments for work? Doesn't take them. Doesn't take them at all. Why? Because that's his time. That's his time to think. That's his time to be with his family. That's his time to process what he needs to do to be the visionary for his company and for the leader of his family that he wants to be. So take a note from Jeff Bezos' book. Do this stuff in the morning, right away. Okay, so this is my time. It's a Saturday morning, but I'm doing it today. And I got the blessing of having this little guy with me today. He fell asleep on me. Can you believe that? You fell asleep, huh? That's good. But make sure you take that up, okay? Take that up right away in the morning. All right. Peace to you guys this weekend. Hope you guys have a very blessed weekend. If you got comments or questions, feel free to drop them below. All right. Talk soon.